Hey, welcome back. Let me tell you about the Vosteed Porcupine. But first, let me tell you about the 8,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away a Tactical Geek sling bag, a Woobin G5, a Fintizo Odyssey, an Axwell wallet. Really cool. A Me Plus notebook. This is a Mech Army titanium set of calipers. It's very light, and it's calibrated in inches and centimeters, millimeters, some kind of meters. And it's really cool, and it could fit on a keychain. And I've got the box from Mech Army, so well, let's add this to the bundle. Until we reach 8,000 subscribers, I'll add a few other things in here. So stay subscribed, click that little bell icon, and on to the video. Vosteed does a really good job of wrapping their knives. Come very secure. This one came in a pouch. That's a nice touch. As a leather, I believe that's leather or vinyl. That looks like leather. Little logo there. That's really nice. And it's a nice pouch. And we'll look at the knife in just a second. But, you know, that's a nice touch. You've got a little loop there. You could put a little carabiner on there and hang your knife if you wanted to. And it's padded too. So, don't know what else you could use that for, but maybe sunglasses or eyeglasses. You might get a small set of reading glasses in there, or just keep your knife in there. So if you have a knife collection and you like to keep your knives nice and protected, this will do it. Came with the card, came with a sticker, came with a little cleaning cloth, and came with some little information there. And even the paper is a good quality. It's like, you know, feels like vinyl. It's really nice. So you can tell a lot of attention went into the details. We'll check out some dimensions. The blade is just a hair under 3 inches, so it's 2.99 inches, and the overall length is 7.20 inches. So I wear a large size glove, and choking up on it there, and that big finger choil there, which I really like, is just right. That's a very comfortable grip. Or you can grip back here, and my little pinky is hanging off. I really like this choked up feel if you're doing some detailed work. That's the way I like to hold a knife. And I've got some other knives I'll show you that have that feature, and I really prefer that. And it's generous enough that you can get a finger in there, and it feels really good, and you're not in danger of hitting that button, say button lock. So you don't want to, you know, activate that while you're gripping it, and your fingers are clear of that. So that's a really good, comfortable grip. Really like that. You can get this in G10 or micarta. This is the micarta. You can get different colors too. There's lots of different color variations. And I think it's a beautiful knife, and it's a lightweight knife and comfortable knife. And you can flick it. I'm not really good at flicking, but you can do it. And it's got a button lock, so it's drop shutty. And that's really nice. Again, I'm not good at flicking a knife. I've got arthritis in my thumb, so I'm not very good at that. You can do a reverse flick if you're good at that. And again, arthritis in my hands. I'm not really good at that, but you might be. And you could do it with this because it's got some detent right there. You break that detent and out it comes. So really, really nice. It's got a wire pocket clip, which I am a fan of deep carry wire pocket clips. I think I've got another one or two here that I could show you wire pocket clips on, Spyderco's and things like that. Here's a Spyderco cat that has that same kind of wire pocket clip. I'm a big fan of these. Go in and out of the pocket, really nice, and hold really good. And this being black, it's not as noticeable as this big shiny pocket clip sticking out. So this also has kind of a forward grip, you know, that you get on the Dragonfly and the cat, and that you get that same kind of feeling with this being able to grip up on the blade. And the pocket clip is swappable right to left. This is really nice, and it goes in and out of the pocket very comfortably. Generous lanyard hole there. And it's very beautiful, this one is. This one is black and blue, and it's got kind of a bird's eye pivot there. And these are T8s, so a T8 torque spigot, and you can adjust that. And this is a T8, so yeah, one T8 and you're all set. And here's some size comparison. So this is the Porcupine, and this is the Vosteed Raccoon. This is also a really nice knife. This one is a crossbar lock, so very drop shotty and flippable. And this one's got pretty deep carry pocket clip. Also a really nice knife. I really like how Vosteed does their micarta. It's not a high polished, it's a kind of a textured grip that I really like. And this will wear in really nice. And I assume that this one will do the same. So this one is the Raccoon. Pretty similar in size. A little bit thicker blade, a much deeper belly on this one. I like the belly on this. You can tell I've been using this. A lot of belly on this, good for slicing. Would make a good skinning knife. I wouldn't use it as skinning. It's too nice of a knife to do that. But a great EDC knife. And so there you go. This is a Spyderco Tenacious. So littler than a Tenacious. This is a Cold Steel American Lawman. And this is a pretty big knife. And it also has that forward finger troil. So very comfortable. This, if you have held this knife, you get the same feeling out of this. A lot of control. A lot of jimping along the front too. So you could really get up there and do some detailed work. Really nice. Here's a Rosecraft. I can't remember the name of this knife. But there's the model number. And a little bit bigger. The handle's about the same, but the blade's just a little bit more stretched out. Here's a Zero Tolerance 562. And you know, the handle's about the same. Blade's a little bit longer on this. Another half an inch or so. So if you're familiar with that, that'll give you some idea of the size of this one. So a good size for everyday carry. I would call this almost a gentleman's folder because it's so refined and a really good size. I really like that choked up grip. That's my favorite grip. The Raccoon has that too, but this forward finger troil is more refined, more generous. But this one, you can do that too. And more jimping on the Porcupine. There's some here and then some up toward the top. So very nice. And there you can see the blade steel. 14C28N. So a good steel. Not a super steel, but for the price, a really good choice, I believe. Not super hard, but easy to sharpen and bring back. The coating on here, I guess it's that DLC coating, is very nice. Not shiny and not exactly matte either. The grind is even on both sides. And they did a good job on the tip. Tips are kind of hard to get right sometimes, and they've done a good job on this one. So nice and even on both sides. All right, well, thanks Vosteed for sending a knife for us to check out. Really like this one, really like the Raccoon as well. This one's the Porcupine. I'm going to leave links in the description, and it comes in at a very affordable price, and I just like everything about this one. I like the grip, I love the micarta, I like the button lock, like the pocket clip. It ticks all the boxes for me of a knife that I like to carry. Lightweight, slim, and a great looking knife too, and a comfortable knife. So check out the link in the description, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.